Bryan, man, thanks for coming on the podcast. How you doing?
Good to be. Are we rolling?
Yeah.
We're rolling, yeah.
Do you find it hard to understand us now?
A bit. Well, I did this interview. This guy wanted to talk to me about comedy. I have no idea. My agent said, do this thing. I'm like, it's Ireland. All right. And the guy's talking like this about really fast. I couldn't understand a fucking this one saying. I was doing that, Brian. What are you doing? I go there. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck. I just kept going, yeah, I guess. I don't know what I was saying. It was incredible. He's talking too fast.
Yeah, I'm delighted to be here.
Yeah. Even like Wayne McCulloch, who I train with. By the way, I want to say this. Wayne McCulloch on Irish radio said, Brian can fight. He can fight. I'd put him in the ring with anyone. Now, let me just say this, and because the Irish are listening. Yeah. No, I can't. And I've been doing it for 5 years. No, I can't. And I'm not good. And if I got him there, he says that because I'm an actor and he wants me to look good and feel good. And I love him for that. I wouldn't last 30 seconds with Wayne, and he's that big.
Like 2 foot.
Okay, yeah. And if I got in the ring with any good amateur, I'd get the shit kicked out of me. So, are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
I want to start with that.
Yeah.
So, I'm a fraud. I'm a fraud. Now, I do like boxing, so I can say with people who don't box, I can say things like, yeah, I do some boxing.
Yeah.
And then they go, oh, do you cardio? I go, nah. I get in the ring and I bang. And it sounds good, bro. That shit sounds good.
You sound mean.
Yeah.
But you're doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah.
I train jiu-jitsu as well, bro.
Why do you say it like Jiu-Jitsu?
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry. It's just that for me, jiu-jitsu is my life. I live to fight to live. I train with Higan Machado. Dude, I'll choke everybody out in this room except for the giant.
James is a big fucker.
I could live in his head. If he dies, God forbid, I want his skull so I can hollow it out and add a section to my house. That's a fucking Irish head.
A conservatory.
My dad's got a head like that. My dad's a giant Irishman. He just sucked on cows. You just drink all the milk as a kid? His knees. Look at him. You're fucking built for. You're like a man rhino. Look at how big he is.
Yeah, they brought a cow to school every day. Yeah, you mentioned it. You have some Irish heritage.
My dad.
Your dad's Irish.
From Dublin originally.
Is he?
Whoa.
I think. I don't know. By the way, I'm American. It's such, I love when the Irish are like, I'm from Ireland. And I've been there once.
Yeah, you've been there once.
Limerick.
We were chatting about when we met you the other
I
night.
judged the Miss Ireland contest.
How did that come about?
Danny Bear, who is a British.
Yeah.
She was a talk show, and she's a dear friend. And she brought me as friends. And then I was there, and she's like, you be one of the judges or something. And I was like, okay. And then I went out with all of them. And one of the girls who was kind of like the distant runner-up with low self-esteem, my favorite, high heels and low self-esteem. I'm an American. I was lonely. And we got it on. I think in a bathroom.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
sorry, I said it. I don't remember.
She's probably from Limerick anyway, I would imagine.
Wherever she was from. I was told not to go outside because I'd get stabbed. It's the only place in the fucking world where I've been where they literally go, hey, don't go outside there because if you'll get stabbed, you could get stabbed. I was like, what? He goes, yeah, people get stabbed all the time. I was like, stabbed? Take guns away and people will cut you. I'd rather get shot.
If you had to die?
Fuck yeah, then get gutted in Limerick by some Irish bastard. Fuck off. I'd rather get eaten by a shark than knifed by an Irishman. Anyway.
Oh, fuck. Because you're from LA, like. People think
I'm from New York.
Well, you're
so
from New
let's
York,
get, yeah.
you're living in LA.
I live in LA.
It's actually really nice here. Like, we thought, coming to LA, we've been raised on, like, Snoop Dogg, expecting, like,
Yeah.
everywhere to be like Compton, people getting
No.
shot and stuff. No.
You move to LA and you'll stay in LA. What do you miss? The Irish rainy season?
That is true. The only problem is the bars here are so spread out. So like at home we'll have somewhere that's got like 10 bars.
Yeah.
And you can just fall out each one into the next one. Whereas here it's like
You've spoken like a true alcoholic. I mean, fucking, be more stereotypical. And the bars, sit closer, so you don't have to go so far. Huh? All right. How about the beach, you son of a bitch? And the fucking, and the sunshine. That bars are too far apart. I've got to drive. I have to walk more than 6 steps.
it's tough. It's tough driving.
No, honestly,
Get him help.
We went looking for bars, and it's like everywhere is like doing food and sitting down in booths. It's like, where's the craziness?
Yeah. I guess so. I don't know. It's a little more. I don't do a lot of. I drink wine like an Italian. I'm more Italian than I'm Irish.
Nice. Wine works too. I'll drink that too.
from a box.
Yeah.
You don't give a shit.
A bag.
Yeah.
Under
I'm
his
the
arm.
guy who's like, what year is that? Is it for Argentinian? Argentina? My father does that. Drives me up a wall. My dad was taking Spanish. He goes, is that from Chile? I was like, say Chile right now. Is that we were in Argentina? And I was like, oh man, you're my dad and I'll punch you in the face. That's not acceptable.
But you're such a busy man. You're here. You're on a break from shooting at the moment.
I am.
When you came over.
I know. I liked you guys. I said,
Hero,
fuck it.
man.
That's class, man. We're delighted. Thanks very much. Like, you're so busy. How do you manage to like do anything? Like, how do you even get time to do jiu-jitsu or whatever?
I don't think it's work. You know, I just
Yeah.
do what I want to do. So,
What's the main thing at the moment? Is a TV show.
I mean, I'm there 12 hours a day.
12 hours a day.
It's a tough one. Yeah, it's great. I'm not complaining, but
Yeah.
you know,
How many days a week?
5.
Shit. And then
Yeah.
you're podcasting.
I do the podcast twice a week, and then
Do you
know,
sleep?
then I got stand up, and then I got kids,
Whoa.
and then I gotta fuck. You know what I mean, guys? I do some power fucking. You know what I'm talking about. You guys see my fucking tries? Sorry, that's short for tricep. My thighs and my tries, they're always sore because of power fuck. That's how I got to work out in and get off at the same time. Why is my voice so fucking full of soda
you're-
right
Man,
Your voice is amazing.
Thanks,
Like,
bro.
Have you were you born with like a badass voice? Like first day in school.
Yeah.
You just come out of the womb. You're
Yeah.
like, Mother, I have arrived. Like, no.
now? With a voice, with a pervert's voice. It's like Joe Rogan one time. I go, I think I have a lot of testosterone. He goes, no, you don't. You're just a pervert. I was like, ah, fuck.
Mother, I shall now suckle on your breast.
Hey, mom, I'm thirsty. Show me your tits. But you're 25. Ah, fucking details. Have them out.
Man, like, do you work on the voice? Is this part, becoming
No.
an actor?
No, I don't know.
You just always had a badass voice?
Thank you. I've never heard anybody say that, but I have had women compliment me on my voice.
yeah.
I don't know.
There's Irish women going to be listening to this. They're just going to be going crazy.
I hope so.
Crashing their cars. and
I
everything.
want to come to Ireland and perform.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you
That's-
should.
I got to do it.
You doing a world tour?
Maybe. Where are you guys?
We're in Ireland, yeah. We're down south.
where?
In Tipperary,
Tipperary, that's right.
next
Yeah.
to Limerick.
And which is how far from Dublin?
About 2 hours.
Yeah.
Fucking Dublin's 2 hours. Oh, I love saying Dublin.
Dublin is good, yeah. Like we do our gigs there. Like
Yeah, all the bars are really close together.
yeah.
Bars,
I don't know if I mentioned
bars.
that.
Pubs, sorry. Pubs.
Pubs.
But we were chatting about acting, and when we were looking through some of your stuff earlier on the internet, the one thing we wanted to ask about films was like, when you get given a character,
Yeah.
how much freedom do you get to like say explore a character or do something?
Almost. It's funny because I've never done a TV show or a film where I didn't and wasn't asked to make a suggestion.
Yeah.
If you're a comic, that's almost like, well, you do the lines out of respect, of course, and then you find openings and
Yeah.
you do them.
The-
So I've never done like The Hangover was all improv, but Todd Phillips is a
What?
genius, so he just let me do that character. That character was supposed to be from New York. It talks like this, And at the table read, I was like, if he owns a wedding chapel, he should be from Armenia or Lebanon or something.
We were guessing Armenia.
Yeah, he was actually Lebanese because I lived there.
Okay.
So that's the kind of. But then you just go.
Oh man, that was like we all spent. We've watched that around 10 times. I'd say
That's
since
his
we met.
favorite
Well, you
movie.
find those things sometimes on set.
Yeah.
They're always happy accidents. If you ever work with a director, I never have, who's that stuck on how it should be. Woody Allen just lets you go. He gives you a suggestion.
Wow.
So, because that's kind of where the magic is. It's written, and then you write it again when you shoot it, and then you write it again when you edit it.
Yeah.
And you were obviously so good in the first Hangover that they gave you a role in the second Hangover.
Well, for me, film was always, it wasn't like, hey, look, let's take the medium white guy. It's like, there's nothing physical about me. I used to have this joke where I can't remember, but like I come from a long line of pickpockets because, if I steal somebody's wallet in a parade, what are you going to say to the cops? He was white, medium, brown hair. Yeah. You know what I mean? Good luck. I'm fucking like
I know him. Yeah,
a needle in a needle stack. So you have to distinguish yourself. You got to come with a character. You got to do something different.
Yeah, it's such a memorable Like it's only a short scene, but it's so fucking memorable.
Yeah, that
Well,
one.
hopefully that's the only chance I got. You know what I mean? I don't. Yeah.
You're working on what's it up at the moment? The Goldbergs.
I am the Goldbergs and then Schooled.
Yeah, that's not so big in Ireland now. We don't get too much of that.
I know. Don't worry.
you play this badass coach.
That country. You guys don't have my show. You don't have my broad sitcom. You sons of bitches.
But from all the projects that you've worked on, from say Matt TV, that was 1995 the whole way through. Do you have a favorite project you worked on or a favorite character?
My favorite projects are the people. It's about the people. It's not about the work.
Yeah.
You know, I love the thing about when you do a show with like comedians is that you're laughing all day. The acting gets in the fucking way. You know what I mean? I'm not good. I'll never. I did the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. I'm in the fucking room with him. If you watch me, don't blink. I'm on for 10 seconds. I haven't even seen it. I'm in the reflection. But I was there for 5 days. That dude, he's so in character. You don't talk to him. Don't look at him. Do the scene. And I don't give a fuck about acting. I don't give a fuck about art. Keep that shit. Where's the money? I want a nice view. And my Tesla. How about that? I mean, that dude can live on an apple a day and smoke cigarettes and lose 60 pounds and be in character. He calls himself Arthur. Fuck off. I want to go home. I want to go drink and hang out and stare at girls. I mean, I'll never be a great actor. Daniel Day-Lewis, did you learn how to be a real boxer? Did you? Yeah. Are you studying to be a cobbler? Go fuck yourself. How much weight did you lose? Nah. I ain't even hanging out with you. I admire it. God bless. I'm glad you do it, but I'll watch you. Give me a small part so I can get out of there. I'm terrible, man.
Who's the craziest person?
I like stand-up. Huh?
Who's the craziest person then? Like
that I've ever worked with?
Yeah.
Well, the most intense person, is Joaquin Phoenix. I was there for 4 days. I mean, I didn't hear
him speak.
It wasn't high or by. It was nothing. It was like there in the room, like, what's up, man? All right, cool. I'll do my line.
I'll do my line. We get the fuck out of here.
Fuck yeah, bro. He was amazing, though. I don't have anything bad to say. I admire him. I can't do that.
And who's the best fun? Is there anyone in who makes you corpse, makes you laugh all day?
Fucking Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
That's my favorite person.
Yeah.
That dude is the best. Wow. He's a great person in general.
Yeah.
And he's funny as shit. Like, he never gets tired of being a silly goose. That guy, did a ride along with him. That dude, and another movie. I'm talented, but that guy's so fun to do shit with.
Yeah.
He's just great. He's hilarious. Bradley Cooper's another one who's hilarious.
Yeah.
Great guy. I haven't seen him in a long time, but those guys are funny, man.
That's gas. But you said that you love stand-up. Stand-up is your...
The best.
It's your thing.
Come on.
We loved it. We seen you the other night. We seen you on the farm.
I was the best.
You were the...
Where's
were
my
the best.
camera? Huh? Yeah. That's like when I got off stage and the guy goes, "You were so funny." I go, "Oh, yeah. One of the best in the world." "Oh, you mean I was funny for 15 minutes? I'll do it in an hour and crush you. Get out of here." Guess who can't do that? Joaquin! Etc. Daniel Day, Sean Penn. Bring it. Follow me one time. See what happens.
Is this a comedy call out?
Yeah, it is. Hey, I'll tell you what. Pool your resources. All yous. Can't follow me. So I win.
At life.
Yeah. Not really. Not really. You know where I was this Saturday?
Well.
Where'd I watch the fights? Sylvester Stallone's house.
No way.
Who else was there? Al Pacino. For you young people who don't know that, legend. Who else was there? Guy named Arnold Schwarzenegger. Ever heard of him? Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Dolph Lundgren. Bill Burr. I walk in and Bill's talking to Sly. His lovely wife is like, "Sly's in here." I go in his office. There's the Rocky statue.
Yeah.
And Bill is a buddy of mine. So I'm like, "Bill," "Hey, what's up?" He's smoking cigars. Sly's. You know what's great about Sly Stallone that none of you people know? He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
How about this? I'm saying it for the first time. One of the funniest people I've ever met could do stand-up. And did you know he rides horses professionally and he's a high-level painter? I feel like turning this fucking table around. Fucking people don't know shit about Sly Stallone. He's not just a fucking actor. That's a man. That's a Renaissance man. And I looked at his house, and when I walked in, you know what I said? Money buys happiness. I really did. It's like my joke in stand-up, and I walked and I went, "Money does buy happiness."
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It was that old Michael Caine one you were saying. He
See, with Michael Caine, he's in like Jaws 4 or something.
Yeah.
And they said...
and that was shit.
Yeah, well, you know.
He's been in everything.
He said, you know, I haven't seen Jaws 4, but I saw the house it bought me.
I love that shit.
He's in it.
I love that.
Man, that's unbelievable. Fucking Rocky is like a painter and a jockey.
And I'm eating and Al Pacino, and then Arnold walks in. Oh, look at these criminals. This is the room of the misfits. I was like, all right, how you doing, Governor?
Yeah, he was the governor. Like.
Oh yeah, he was the governor. He was. Well, let's go through it. He's the biggest movie star in the world, biggest bodybuilder in the world, and then the 2-time governor of the biggest state in the union. Wow. Any more questions, you fucking failures?
Has he got a golden dick as well, or what?
Well, he fucks who he wants, including his maid, and I'll have a kid with him. And everything is fine. And we'll all go, okay, no problem.
Because he's the governor.
Because he's the governor. So everybody shut up.
Brian, is there ever anyone you've met that you were starstruck by? Like,
Yeah.
you like if I walked into that room, I'd have fell down. Like.
Well, at 52 years old, those guys are my legends. I mean, Al Pacino, what? Sylvester Stallone, the great Rocky, to me, maybe one of the best movie of all time, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm like this, and Bill Burr. I come to sit down and Bill Burr goes like this. He goes, "Hey, you've been here over an hour. Get over it, all right? Get over it. You're fucking embarrassing me." And he's right, but I wasn't over it. I was starstruck.
Yeah,
I did a reading with Tom Cruise, and then I hung out. I talked to him at a party for an hour and a half. I was like, I kept looking at his head. He's got a little head, and I was so starstruck, and I was having a real conversation with him. And I was like, I remember going, I'd probably make out with him. Like if he was like, "You want to make out?" I'd be like, "I guess." I'd be embarrassed not to. You know what I mean? Like he's so famous, I'd be gay for a couple hours. No, I mean minutes.
However long it took.
It's funny though when you're around people that famous. You don't. I'm not cool. I'm always like, this is
you're pretty cool, man.
Yeah, you are cool.
You're cool.
Yeah.
You're 52.
52.
Man, you look fucking fresh.
Yeah, I had my face tightened.
Hey, this is California. Everybody's got something done.
I'm not doing any of that shit. My mom wants me to get my eyelids done. She's like,
your
your
mother.
eyelids are heavy. Do this. I got them done. They won't notice. What am I going to do?
Yeah, you don't end up like fucking Cher.
I'll show you what I got going on. This is fucking awesome. Now that's a dick. Is this X-rated, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Heavy breathing lungs. Sorry. I'm 52 and that's how I'm behaving.
It's got gills.
Hey, Colin, lounge like a magician from the 70s while you're at it. Look at him. You a Vegas magician, dude?
He looks like he's about to film a porno.
Yeah.
You're going to love this guy. He works for the Golf Channel.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, he's an impressionist.
Are you a golfer?
He's an impressionist. That's his gig.
Yeah, we already did a podcast with him. We're going to leave him for now.
Oh, fuck him.
But it's so like, is stand-up your first love? That's the main thing. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. How could it not be? It's also so lucrative now. It is. I mean, it used to be there's a certain set amount, and now with social media, it becomes worldwide. I can travel everywhere.
Yeah,
and you can do theaters, and you can do. I mean, it's crazy.
And how did we see you the other night? Like, why do you play it small?
Because that guy's my buddy.
Okay,
he runs it, and I love that room.
Yeah, it's good.
It's just intimate. When it's packed, it was very light that night, but when it's packed, it's great, and it's also a place I can try stuff. Those are practice sets, you know.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, we should.
Do you guys do stand-up?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. The challenge never goes away.
I find, we came from kind of music, and then when you do stand-up, it's like, because every word, every second counts. And then when we went back to playing with a band, it's like, I almost get bored in between. Like, there's a guitar solo, and it's like, normally in the stand-up, it's like... Yeah,
I don't know. I think the quest for original self-expression is always... It's so difficult. The responsibility never leaves you. Trying to be funny. Every time I do a special, Complicated Apes on Amazon. Every time,
Complicated Apes, it's good.
Yeah, never grow up. But every time I do a special, I feel like I'm not going to be able to write again. And it takes 3 months, and then I figure it out.
What, are you like drained?
I think so. This last special I did, Complicated Apes, that's the best. To me, that's the best thing I've ever done. As far as I didn't know, I tried so hard. It was the best I can do.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can watch of that I do. But it was like the best I can do.
But that's a good feeling. Then,
I think so.
And
Yeah.
so you get a little bit political at times too. When you're
Political, but Complicated Apes was political in terms of I don't like the way the culture. I don't like cancel culture. I don't like the way we reduce people to a noun. I don't like words like. That's why when you say that he's gay, he's straight, he's black, he's white, he's a Muslim, that doesn't tell you anything about the person in front of you. Human beings are verbs. We're very complicated apes. Well, sorry, but we are. And so I never thought that made sense. I don't think it tells you anything about the person in front of you.
Yeah.
And we seem to do that. The conversation, at least in this country, is to say that side, you guys are rooted in evil and lies, and we're rooted in love and the truth. So fuck off. You know? You know what I mean? And we use the same language to break each other down. So in a sense, it's an interesting way of kind of. It's much easier to break into this us versus them. When we talk about racism, which is maybe it exists, but it's not the enemy. The enemy is that human beings are tribal. Us versus them, we could look exactly alike. Look at the Irish. Do they all get along? Huh? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Human beings will find reasons to go, you guys over there suck.
Yeah.
Because you're over there. So fuck off. We're the original. And you can see this replicated throughout history. So I don't buy. I find there's a great Thoreau quote. I'm sure you guys read a lot of Thoreau.
Oh,
but there's a great Thoreau quote, and it is, I see men everywhere hacking at the branches of evil while none are hitting the root. And most of us are trying to make the world a better place, but we're not really, because we haven't really looked at the problem deeply. So we're just like, that's bad, because you guys are using bad words over there, and you're racist. And you're not helping the problem. You're not helping the problem. What's the real issue? But when you really go look into the issue, sometimes the answers can be very politically incorrect, and so
Scary stuff.
So as a comic and as a satirist, you have some license to kind of at least, touch on those subjects, lift the curtain.
Do you feel a responsibility that
I don't know. Maybe sometimes as I get older, I feel a responsibility to be in a position of service, not taking. Every time I take, I just, I'm doing this other TV show. So they're schooled, and then my agents call me, and they're negotiating a lot of money,
Oh, you're very talented.
Yes.
Well, no, but it's just a lot of money, and I said, we want this, and I said, well, they're already offering me a lot of money, man. And I start to be a little embarrassed and feel greedy to begin with, right? And so, that's probably a good feeling. That's a good thing to be.
Yeah.
You don't need fucking that much. As soon as I have a house like Stallone's, I'm gonna stop.
So, we chatted about the stand up, and then when did the moment come along that you were like, was it as a kid that you were like, I want to be an actor?
Yeah, I was moved around a lot. So to make friends, how do you do that? Sports and be a jackass. And I got good at, I was okay at sports, and I got good at just making people laugh. I was always making my friends laugh. And then Then I saw this dude who was famous. He was a pro tennis player. And he came out and girls were screaming for him. And I was like 11. I was like, well, fucking, I want that. How do I get that? I want that attention from girls screaming. Everything else is bullshit. And then, and then it happens. But they don't scream at me. My fan base is dudes who look like me and who are younger. So if I like banging dudes who look like me but younger, I'd be in the fucking money. I stole that from Artie Lang. He used to say that. He's like, plumbers in their 40s. That's true. Same situation.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Man, how's living in Hollywood?
I live in Venice.
Oh. You live in Venice?
Well, I live, in the area.
Yeah.
I don't say exactly where I live.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Because I got fans.
Yeah, you don't want those fucking plumbers outside your
house.
I
don't want those plumbers. Because I can only bang so many. I like that you have notes and questions.
Yeah, a little bit.
Go on. What else?
I just wanted to talk about LA. I think it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
What's going on with the fires?
I don't know. They don't bother me because I don't live near them.
Don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm not going out in the fucking country.
But up there, isn't that where all the rich people live?
Yeah, it is.
Well, you'd imagine.
They burn! Rich burns just as fast as poor.
Well, you think if there's a problem where the rich people are, it's going to get solved a lot quicker than if it's...
Yeah,
Some were
but
shitty.
you'd be surprised. That shit just burns. Those fires were out of control. I talked to a lot of firemen. They're like, bro, those winds, there's nothing you can do. You can just watch. Fuck. It sucks.
Jesus.
But California's always dealt with this shit. Landslides, earthquakes, mudslides, fires, serial killers. Keep going. The sunshine wins. Yeah.
So your podcast, The Fighter and the Kid, that you do, are you going to bring that on tour, or is that just something that you just enjoy doing?
We would, we did, but now Brennan and I we do a lot of just stand up. We can, I like doing stand up.
Yeah,
and he does too. Yeah.
He's coming to Ireland, I see.
He loves it.
Yeah.
He said the best time of his life is Ireland.
Man, you got to come.
I'm gonna come.
We promise you will not get stabbed.
Yeah.
No, I'm coming.
It's all
I'm
good
coming.
there now.
And I know how to defend against a knife. I train in kung fu. Sorry, I train in kung fu. Sorry, I speak Chinese.
You don't speak Chinese.
You don't fucking know, dude. I'm not gonna sit here and do this on an Irish podcast.
We always ask our guests, do you have any advice for an 18-year-old
Yeah.
Bryan? Well,
The 18-year-old Bryan?
Yeah.
Shut up. And then the second rule is shut up more because you talk too much. And then listen.
Yeah.
Listen lots. And then I would say, I love the advice, learn what not to think about. See, so much of what we grow up as is thinking that I have to add this to myself. But there are a couple things. One is learn what not to. Don't indulge in learn how to speak to yourself. Learn how to ask yourself good and empowering questions. Not questions like, am I good enough? What if I fail? All that stuff. Am I lovable? All that stuff. Don't ask yourself those questions. There's no good answer to that. Ask yourself questions like, what do I have to do today? First of all, start with, what do I really want? Who do I really want to be? What do I want people to say about me? Who is out there that I want to, I don't care how far-fetched it is. And then ask yourself a question of what action do I have to take today to get closer to that goal? Nobody does that. If you do that, I swear to God, isolating like what you want to be is the best thing to do. And then if you can't do any of that, get good at languages. Languages meaning the guitar. Get your black belt in jiu-jitsu. If you want to learn a language, be able to listen to an entire movie in that language. Set those tangible goals. Black belt in jiu-jitsu. Playing 35 songs on the piano. Being able to watch a movie without subtitles in another language. Whatever it might be, I'm a huge fan of, especially for men. I can't speak for women, but men, learn languages. When you learn if you get good at something, you'll learn about yourself. Fuck psychology. Fuck your self-help books. Oh, and here's the thing about self-help books. Don't buy them. Don't read them. Okay? You want to get good at something? Here's my self-help book for you. Ready? Here's the book. Open it. It's one page. It takes fucking forever. And it should. Class dismissed. Okay? I don't buy any of it. And I don't, so everything takes a long time, and that's good, and that's okay.
And any advice for a young man, say, of 18 who's thinking about becoming an actor, becoming a comic?
Write what you think is funny, write every day, and perform everywhere, including in front of the mirror. And when I say write what you think is funny and only what you think is funny, that's how to be original. There are no rules. Yeah. All that matters is being original. You're going to be derivative at first. You're going to be like, well, Bryan Callen's the best. How do I? But the point is that you're going to be influenced, and that's fine. But your job is to ultimately be original and be that unique voice. Man. Yeah.
I just want to, I don't know, I want to go like climb a mountain or something.
Yeah,
I'm inspired.
Yeah, let's do some cocaine and start a fucking business, huh? Line them up!
Yes!
Pure blow!
Yes!
We're not stopping until somebody's heart fucking explodes. Let's do this shit till we die. Oh yeah, and don't do cocaine.
Yeah,
no one ever
shit's
did
bad.
a lot of blow and was like, that was good. Like, nobody did a lot of blow and it was like, my problems are gone. It never happened.
Just gets worse.
Yes
It's
to the
7.
other. Yes to the other stuff.
I gotta go. I'm going to get my
100%.
shoulders worked on so I can throw a proper right hook.
Cool.
All right, we little fight before we go.
Yeah. Let's just have a fight.
Quick fight. Quick fight.
Go ahead.
Yeah, quick fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna stop the cameras and just tell people we won.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll just throw down.
Thanks so much,
Can I use
Brian.
knees and elbows?
Hey, Anthony, you want to promote where you're on tour? Tell the people.
No, because I'm not on tour for a second. I'm shooting. #working actor. #too talented for.
Yes, that's the way to go.
You the man.